Today's performance could maybe be divided into two, one until the 65th minute and one after. What's your reflection of today's game?
I thought the first half were really good. Good possession, good control of the game, a lot of runs into the box, a lot of balls in the box. Obviously got off to a good start. Ali scores after 10 minutes. And then after that I felt like it was really comfortable. We had enough possession around the box. I felt like we had chances to make it two really good ones, but we don't take them. I felt like there was maybe 3 or 4 minutes where Sundsvall got in the box a couple of times because we were slightly too open in possession, or we had the overload on one side, then we switch it and we're too open. But other than that, first half really comfortable. Second half was the same. It was one-way traffic. We had a lot of territory in and around the final third, a lot of balls in the box. Again, I felt like we were taking one too many touches. So we go past our man in a wide area, we need to put the ball across the goal, and we take an extra touch, and maybe it leads to a corner or some more possession, but we need to be, for me, a little bit quicker to release the pass or to release the shot. But overall, first 65 minutes, really good, as good a performance as we've had since, I think, when we played really well against Heelrod last month. After that, obviously, Alvin gets a second yellow for a tactical foul, which, you know, he'll learn from. It's part of the game that we're going to have to make fouls when the team is open, and for him it was the wrong time to do it. But again, it's a learning experience. He knows not to do it when you're on a yellow. But even after that, I felt like the last kind of 25 minutes we were reasonably comfortable. They had more of the ball, as you would expect, some balls in and around the box. I felt like we dealt with most of them. I was a little bit disappointed that when we had the ball, we didn't spend more time trying to keep it. I think we were a little bit too direct and too quick to put the ball in a wide area, and it didn't give us time to breathe or to push the lines up or to gain territory and try and squeeze the game in the way we wanted to do it. So again, we spent so long defending at the end. I don't know where the referee gets 7 minutes from, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, in the end it's just a ball in the box, somebody's free and he's managed to score, but I haven't seen it back, so I don't know where the gaps happened. But yeah, overall, like, it's disappointing, of course, not to win. I thought we played reasonably well. We deserved more than a draw, but when you go down to 10 men, I felt like we were quite comfortable. But when you have extended phases of defending, of course, something can happen, and we've conceded a late goal. So yeah, 1-1. Felt like we deserved more from the game, but you know, we need to learn from the mistakes that we make.
A few players missed the game. 2 or 3 of them were out of the squad pretty late. Can you give us an update on their physical condition and why they missed the game?
Yeah, Simon had a throat problem, so wasn't feeling 100%, so he missed the game. Lauritz had a small calf problem over the week, which has probably got slightly worse. Again, if it's a league game, I think both of them probably could play, but we're not trying to force players through injury in these games. So those 2 missed the game, and yeah, Max missed out. Who else did we miss?
Demba, Jonte.
Oh wow, yeah, so many. Demba, obviously it's the tight hamstring, which he's been complaining about since we played serious last week. So again, he's trained a little bit this week. We've had to monitor his load. Again, if it's a league game, we could probably ask him to play, but I felt like Toure did well today. So Demba's tight hamstring is one that you don't really want to rush. And then Jonathan Hasselquist played 90 minutes yesterday for the 19, so can't use him 2 days in a row.
Now you go to what you call a deload week. Can you explain to the fans what is a deload week in this case?
Yeah, the players have got gym programs and running programs they're going to follow. It's partly a mental rest, partly a physical rest, because we've had an extensive amount of training sessions so far. So we've been pushing the load and the training intensity week on week. So this week is a deload week so that you can come back fresher to train properly ahead of the start of the season.
Does it mean they are free?
No, they've not won the lottery. They're in the gym, they've got running programs, they've got cardio programs to follow, so that you're maintaining the fitness. What you're doing is you're taking the physical load from them for a week to give their body time to adjust, and then you get the super compensation on the other side of it.
Is this something you usually do, or is it something you've tried now?
No, it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard that you give the players when we have a pre-season, which is what, 10, 11, 12 weeks of what I have in Sweden. It's pretty standard in most countries. I think if you're training and training and training, like, when do you give the players a rest? So that's pretty standard stuff.
And after that, how will the coming weeks look like until the first game? It's not many weeks to go.
No, I think we've had a really good block of work done up to this point. Obviously, it's been a little bit disrupted, but tactically we're getting better, we're improving. I think today you could see a lot of positive elements from our game in terms of how we press, how we control the space when we go man to man, how we can control like the outpass and the low block. So a lot of good elements from that. So kind of the last 3 weeks when we go to Spain, it'll be building on what we've done, looking at reviewing what we've done well and what we've not done well in the game, so that we can try and improve some of our processes like defensive throw-ins, attacking throw-ins, how we counter press. So we'll go through all aspects of our game when we're in Spain, and then I think we've got 10 or 12 days before the start of the season where again we'll just start building towards the All-Stars match.